Welcome to Hunter's Storytime, where the stories are true, but the characters are family, and friends. Now, if you're new to my page, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your bell so you will get all notifications when I go live or when I drop a video. Also, if you're a part of the replay game, please don't forget to close the door. And also, if you would like to be included in story time, or you like the story that Auntie are giving you, you can gladly tip at the bottom of this page with the super thanks button. It's the heart with the dollar sign in it. And you can be included in story time. Now to speak to everybody on live. Hey you guys, hey family. I missed y'all so much. I missed y'all this much. I miss y'all so much. Let me speak to everybody. Nina, you back, baby. Because I was going to kick your ass if you weren't here today. Nina, you back, baby. Welcome back, Nina. You found your way home. Thank you. I'm so glad you found your way home. Yes, you have returned it. That's how I feel. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Nina. Hey, Reality. Hey, Lavonia. Hey, Trunka. Hey, Regina. Oh, snap. Hey, roll out of my shoes. Hey, Miss D. Hey, China. Hey, Nomadic is here. Hey, Nomadic. Hey, Keita. Hey, Lala. You made it up. And you was on time, girl. You were very punctual today, girl. Kudos, bitch. Kudos. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, LaTwanda. I'm sorry. LaTwanya. Hey, Tay-Tay. Hey, Keita. Again, you close the door. Okay, because I see 3 of y'all ain't closed the door. And if I get to this list of people and get you saying hello and y'all ain't closed the door, we're going to have some problems. You start calling y'all out individually and you know how we are. You know how we are. Let's see. You close the door. Okay. Hey, Tay. Yeah, you been absent. But you on time today. So that kudos to you. Hey, Lala. Oh, thank you, Lala. I got the dreads in now, and I'm trying to do the dread thing now. So I got the dreads in. Yeah. Thank you, Miss D. Yes, y'all. I see y'all still ain't closing the door. Y'all ain't closing the door. Y'all are not closing the door. So please get your tail up. Go over and close the door. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna hurt you. Get on up. Close the door. Have to hallelujah. All that good stuff. Get on up. Handle your business. Close the door. Y'all still ain't closed the door. Close the door. Hey, Reese. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Chastain. Y'all are on time. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, guys, and welcome to Honey's Story Time. Auntie missed y'all so much, and Auntie has a story for you guys tonight. Now, I'm only doing one story because I didn't have a lot of people to tip on last week, so I'm only doing one story. But Chastain, don't you fret. It's a long story, okay? It's a long story. I know how you like your long stories. It's probably like a 45 minute story. Ain't gonna be too long, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get one story tonight. So please feel free to tip during the story time because there will not be any brief intermissions. Now, you're welcome, Chastain. Now, if you would like to be included in story time, there are 3 ways for you to be included in story time. One way to be included in story time is to join the family. It's baller budgetable. The smallest package I have is $1.99 a month. So it's not kicking anybody in the teeth or busting anybody in the face, nothing like that, okay? Good. We got that? Okay, good. The next way to be in a story time is any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in a story time. One of my moderators will put my Cash App information up there so I can go ahead and pin it and then you'll have it. But that is one of the ways you can be included in the story time. So any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in the story time. The third and final way to be put in the story time is to become the biggest tipper. Biggest tipper started like $35 and it goes from there. Whoever has the biggest tip at the end of the night is put in 3 back-to-back story time. So those are 3 ways that you guys can be included in story time if you was just wondering. Moderators, can I get that information, please? So I can pin it at the top. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Chastain. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, ladies. Okay, let's see. Sweet Tea. Oh, you here, but you driving. Okay, Sweet Tea, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Cherry Blossom, you made it on time. That's what I'm talking about. Attendance, punctual. I'm loving it. Okay, come on in, guys. So I'm gonna be starting in a few minutes. I'm giving you guys time to get everything you need. You know, your cakes, your snacks, your pies, your cookies, you know, whatever your little snack that you prefer. You know, your drinks, all that good stuff, your tumblers, your wine tumblers, your shot glasses, your hookahs, your twisties, whatever you need for story time. Put your badass kids in the bed, sit them in the room, watch SpongeBob, this little 45. They're gonna kill them, you know what I'm saying? They'll be all right. They're gonna die without you. Okay, so I was just in good spirits, but then this bitch jumped in the chat with this dumb shit. Okay, first off, Talisha, don't call me no fucking granny. Don't call me no fucking granny. Do I like a granny to you, bitch? Do I like a granny to you? I'm not a fucking granny. Bite your tongue, okay? Bite your fucking tongue. Don't say that, okay? Watch yourself. Hey Rain, you made the story time. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you, Reese. So I can go ahead and pin that at the top. Okay, you guys, so you can send your text in, you can send your cash apps. Well, you can send your tips through Cash App or YouTube, however you prefer. It's on you, baby. However you prefer, okay? So the only difference between the YouTube Cash Apps, YouTube tips and the Cash App tips is the Cash App tip come with a little shit talking, just a little shit talking to the last person that thought they outbid you. You know what I'm saying? Just a little shit talking because Cash App allow like 565 characters, so I get all messages from y'all when they send these tips. So it's just a little shit talking. That's the only difference between the Cash App and the YouTube. Either way it go, whichever way you send it to, you will still be putting the story time. So don't let that discourage you from sending them to YouTube too, because you can still send them there. We're about to get ready to start this story time in like 3 minutes. I'm giving y'all time to get everything y'all need. I don't know about Auntie started, Auntie I wasn't here, Auntie I didn't hear the beginning, all that bullshit. I don't want it. We ain't going through it today. So get your stuff together. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, love. Yes, get all your stuff together. No, you don't need nobody to close you, Felicia. No, you don't. You don't need nobody to close you, boo. Not the grandma club. You don't need nobody to close you, boo. No. That is an all-alone club, okay? That's a club all on your own, okay? Yes. So y'all get everything y'all need. Get everything you need for you get ready to start this story time. Nino, where you at? Nino. Where's Mr. Shabazz? Yes, everybody's in the building. Y'all coming on in. Close the door. If you haven't closed the door, please close the door. Yes, and if you're new to my page, you don't know what I mean when I say close the door. That means thumbs up the live. So I'm giving you guys 2 minutes to get everything you need. Get it together. Thank you, sweetie. Look, she's somebody. You said 5 for Bam treats. All right. I'll give Bam his $5 worth of treats. I sure will. Bam said thank you for the $5 in treats, sweet tea. So, any tip over $10 get you in the story time. So don't be looking for your name in the story time. Because you sit your in the damn bitch. Tell Bam to get up here and get your fucking story if you look for your name to get one. Nina, you are in the building. Okay, so Nina, I'm gonna need you to keep an eye on the door. Okay, I'm gonna need you to make sure the door is straight. We ain't got no trolls, no holes, no ignorant ass people coming in trying to interrupt story time. Anybody that shows up late, you already know, bust their ass in the face with one of those auntie the target slip, or send their ass back to the office until they can't show without one. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, one more minute. We're about to get ready to start this story time. One more minute. I'm giving you guys 1 more minute to get everything you need. Like I said, y'all get one story tonight. Didn't have a lot of people to tip last week, so y'all get one story tonight, but it's gonna be a long story. Hey, Amy. Yes, we love you too. We love you too. Go and join the family. Hey, what you waiting on? Crown Virtue. What y'all waiting on? Joining the family. We y'all waiting on? Like, it's $1.99 a month. $1.99 a month. $1.99 a month. Even your family. Ask your cousins, people can pass out. Right, you've been here 15 and a half years. You might as well join the damn family. I don't know what you waiting on, boo-boo, but you might as well join the family. Thank you, Step. All right, guys, here we go. So, the first and only story of the night. When you're ready to start. If you guys get everything you need, you can hear me good, you're ready to start this story time, you don't close the door behind yourself, and you don't close the door behind yourself, meaning thumbs up the live. Then go ahead and give it a thumbs in the chat. Let me know you guys are ready. Give it a thumbs in the chat. Let me know you are ready. Yes. Come on now. Give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs. Don't forget the thumbs up the live to let me know that you closed the door, or I will call you out individually. Like I said, I'm only doing one. Hey, Havy is in the family. Welcome to the family, Havy. You will get a special thank you from me on the community page, as well as your name in a story time chick. Yes. Thank you, Tay. Yes. We got us a new family member, y'all. Y'all tell y'all cousin, hey. That's what took so long. Now. That's what took so long. That's what took so long. All righty, guys. Hey, Strawberry, you were almost late. I'm about to get ready to start this story time. Y'all give them thumbs. Everybody got their thumbs. Yes. Y'all welcome y'all cousin to the family. Hey, will you be in story time on Thursday? Yep, on Thursday. I got you. Yes, welcome y'all cousin to the family. I'll be rude. Get punched in the throat. Punch the fuck out y'all. Y'all better tell y'all cousin, welcome. I'll be mean. All right, guys. We're about to get ready to start this story time.
Say out loud. I'm actually going to interrupt to show mama something real quick.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Look. Like this.
Who that?
Michi.
Aw. Oh, like a little butterfly. Not me, Doug.
Did you read the thing?
Be the best friend when I grow up. Okay. So silly.
Out of all the pictures.
Out of all the pictures, right? Alrighty, guys. Alrighty. Hi, Takashi. You was about to be late. What the hell is talking shit ass Tony is? She shows up one time and she fall out. I'm gonna kick her ass. Okay. All right, guys. So here we go. We're about to get ready to start our first and only story of the night. Don't get punched in the throat for all type of shit in this class. You already know, Evelyn. I don't spare no punches. I love everybody the same. I love punch all y'all in the throat just the same. You know? All right, guys. So our first and only story for the night has Evelyn, Chastain, and Carolyn. Are you ladies in the building? I know Evelyn here. Chastain, where you at? I ain't seen Carolyn. I mean, she couldn't play it. Evelyn's in the building. Right. Chastain ain't saying nothing. She probably got a mouthful of nuts. Chastain! See? Oh. I told her to suck dick on her own time. I don't know why she won't do this shit during my class for some strange reason. But hey, look, sweet tea to my own Chastain. Okay, cover for your cousin, sister, all you want to. They ain't gonna save her. Gonna still put that phone call in. All right, guys. Here go our story. Oh, you done took the nuts out your mouth. You done took the nuts out your mouth. You back now. Okay.
Mom,
Okay. What?
okay. I'm gonna keep interrupting.
Why?
Cause
I ain't got but one story tonight.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna prolong it.
No.
Anyways, you remember?
Yes.
AKA
Yes.
Jumanji, right?
Yes.
So tell me why today I see Jumanji in my gym class, first period,
Okay.
right? And so he goes like, hey, da, 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 you know, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm like, okay, where's Lashes at? I'm like, she doing her thing. He's like, I haven't seen her in a minute. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. And I try to walk away. He started, mind you, 11th grader. He over here talking to my friend and everything. And I'm like, okay, it's good. She called me. She's like, Tuss, tell me why he just asked me for my number. She's a 9th grader. Mind you, he got a beard, mustache, all that. And I'm like,
it's rubbing off.
Yeah, I'm just like,
it's rubbing off. It's okay, sis. You ain't gonna be like that. Don't worry.
Wait.
Yes, if you're 9th grade, 11th grade boys are too old for you. Too old for your friends too.
At the time age, yeah, you too old. But maybe future wise. Right? And then
yes, Chastain.
Then my other friend, about this tall, he over here like, you should give me her number.
School is backwards. School, everything that you thought would go the right way is like a river going the wrong way. You gotta go with the flow.
It's just like I was like, bombastic side eye.
Yeah, I get it.
Criminally offensive side eye.
All right, guys. So that was Toots Tea for the evening. All right, guys. We're getting ready to start this story. Here we go. So, like I said, this story has Carolyn, Chastain, and Evelyn. So, well, I hope you ladies like the story. Okay. So Chastain had planned a trip for her and Evelyn and Carolyn, her kids, to go on the trip. Now, Evelyn and Carolyn was probably like 7 and 6 at this time when this go out, right? So she decides to plan a trip. She decides to take them on a cruise because they've done everything else, you know, that she wanted them to do, but she wanted to take them on a cruise because, you know, they want to go on a boat. So she tells them, I'm taking you guys on a cruise. Oh, they were so happy. Oh, we going on the cruise. We going on a big boat. We going on the water. They were super excited. She told them about this, right? So she told them like a month before the cruise. So like a week before the cruise, she starts to pack, you know, further excites the girls and let Evelyn know, we're going to go on this boat. Y'all ready? They like, we ready. Now, as she's getting stuff ready throughout the week, preparing for them to get ready to go on the boat and everything, you know, the girls, Carolyn and Evelyn, is starting to have some issues. So at night, they were starting to have like these really bad nightmares, Nightmares so bad that it wakes them up crying, you know. And at first, Chastain was like, it's just bad dreams, you know, go back to bed, it's fine, it's just a bad dream, I'm here, you're safe, go back to bed. And, you know, that worked for a day or two, but then it was right back. As they got closer to the trip, these nightmares got worse and worse with them. You know what I'm saying? Chastain started to ask questions like, what the hell is going on with my kids? Like, what's wrong with them? So, you know, she gets them there and she's, you know, bring them. It's like the day of. So before you go on a cruise, they have like a pre-night. A pre-night is basically where you stay in the same city that the boat gonna dock from, so you won't miss the boat. So the pre-night, they're in the city of where they're supposed to dock from, you know, leave and everything. So they're at the hotel, and you know, Chastain's going through everything to make sure she got everything, you know what I'm saying, for them. And Carolyn, Evelyn is like going through it, and she notices in the middle of the night, like, you know, they like tussling in their sleep, you know what I'm saying? And she's like looking at them like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And she hears Chastain screams out like, let me out, please, let me out. She's like crying, but she's asleep. And she's like, let me out, please, let me out. And you know, you can hear Carolyn screaming, this way, hurry, this way. And it's like they are both like fighting in their dream, crying and everything. So she jumps up to wake both of them up, like, baby, wake up, it's okay. Wake up, it's okay. And they both wake up, faces covered with tears. They just crying. And she's like, what's wrong? And they don't want to talk about it. Like, they refuse to talk about it. Nobody want to talk about it. She keeps trying to ask them, like, what's the nightmare? What is it about? And, you know, they won't really say it. They just won't talk about it. She can understand this shit because, they ain't had no problems this whole time when they knew, and now all of a sudden they having these fucking issues. So the morning they're supposed to board this ship, she gets up, she gets them up, and they go to have breakfast before they get on the boat. So they go to this diner and they sit down and have breakfast. And while they're sitting there, Chastain noticed that the boat was like right there. So she's like, girls, look, the boat. So Chastain and Evelyn like stands up in the seat and they see the boat. And instantly both of them were like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And she's like, what? Like, I don't want to go, mama. I don't want to go. What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Sit down, eat. So they sat down, they ate. Chastain said, Mama, can I get some money so we can go play the game? She said, no. Poke out her lip, fold her arms up. She's like, hurry up and eat the food so we can get ready to go on the boat. Instantly. I don't want to go. I don't want to go on the boat. I don't want to go. And she's like, don't be a brat because I wouldn't give you money to play the damn game. Don't act like that. We going on the boat. Both of them screaming, they didn't want to go on the boat. Like, no, I'm not going on the boat. I want to go home. I don't want to go on the boat. Evelyn screaming, I want to go home. Carol like, no, we don't want to go on the boat. So, she paid their check, whatever, grabbed all that shit, and they began walking on the ramp towards the boat. As they're getting ready to walk up this ramp to go towards the boat, Evelyn won't move. Like, she's standing there, and Chastain has her hand, and she's pulling her hand, but Evelyn won't move. Her feet are planted. She's not going no fucking where. And she's like, no, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. So Chastain picked Evelyn's ass up, and she's like, you going on this fucking boat. And she begins to walk up, and she looks back, and she notices Carolyn ain't walking up the fucking boat. Carolyn just staring off. She like she in a fucking trance or something. She's like, Carolyn. Carolyn not answering. She's just staring off into the water, like in a trance. And then it's like she's just staring. She's like, Carolyn, come on, Carolyn, come on. And Carolyn like snaps out of this shit, and she looks around and everything, and she looks up at Chastain, and she's like, no, I'm not getting on the boat. No, she takes off running. So that Chastain is running down the goddamn ramp. She got the fucking bag. She got Evelyn on her shoulders. She's running across the street, chasing Carolyn ass. Carolyn is wide ass open running down the street. She is fast as shit. She is flying around corners and everything. Chastain is on her though. She runs down this alley and she hides behind a dumpster. So, Chastain runs down the alley. She's like out of breath. She puts Evelyn down because she's out of breath. Evelyn runs down the alley and she finds Carolyn. So when Chastain finally catches her breath, she walks on down the alley like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? And Carolyn is bawling. She's like, no, I don't want to get on the boat. No, I don't want to get on the boat. And Evelyn's like, no, mommy, no, don't make us get on the boat. We don't want to get on the boat. So at this point, Chastain is like fed the fuck up. She's tired of fighting with them. Obviously, she's not going to get them on this fucking boat. She don't know what the fuck. So she's like, fine, we'll just go home. You know what I'm saying? They was cool with that. Fine, we'll go home. So she puts them in the car and she got to drive back to the city. You know what I'm saying? And as she's driving, Carolyn says, Mama, I'm sorry. I didn't want to get on the boat. I just didn't want to die again. Chastain looks in the rearview mirror. She's like, what? She's like, I'm sorry, Mama. I didn't want to get on the boat. I didn't want to die again. And then Evelyn says, me either. It hurt. The fuck? She's like, what do y'all mean? And they just kept repeating the same shit. Like, it hurt. I didn't want to get on the boat. It hurt. It hurt that I don't want to die again. So Chastain like, okay, this shit ain't adding up. So she pulls the car over. She turns around, you know what I'm saying? She tells both of them to get in the front seat. So both of them get in the front seat and they sit down. And she looks at them and she's like, Carolyn, what are you talking about? Carolyn like, I don't want to die again, Mama. I'm sorry. I just don't want to die again. And she was serious. She was crying and everything. And just ain't like, die again. What are you talking about, baby? And again, Evelyn says, it hurt. It hurt real bad. It hurt your chest, Mama. And she's like, what the fuck? What y'all talking about? Well, Carolyn begins to tell her her nightmares have been, banging and screaming and yelling and crying, and she's, feels scared in her nightmare she's been having. And she says the same nightmare over and over again, and she just wakes up panicked, scared as fuck. So she, Chastain asks, like, what happened in your nightmares? Well, Carolyn says in her nightmares, she says she's eating dinner on the boat. She says she's eating dinner on a boat. And all of a sudden, she feels a loud bang, like boom, hard as shit. It shakes plates off the table and everything. You hear shit crashing and shit. She said when she hears the loud bang, she's standing there waiting for somebody to, say what's going on. She said, well, the only thing she heard was an announcement that came over the intercom in like Greek, like a different language. She was like, they was talking Greek. And this shit shocked Chastain. Chastain, like, how the fuck do you even know what Greek sound like? She was like, they were speaking Greek, but I didn't understand what they were saying. She was like, but I did see, like people in the ship uniforms running by, looking scared, fast. You know what I'm saying? So she said she knew something was wrong. So she started to see people running. So she was trying to direct people, like, come this way, is lifeboats this way, come this way, come this way. And something falls on her, and she said she dies. She said it hurt, it hit the back of her head, and she can remember blood, she can remember people stepping on her, and then she just dies. And Chastain was floored, like, what the fuck? Like, baby, are you sure? She was sure as shit. She was sure as shit. And she looks over at Evelyn, she like, Evelyn, baby, what your dreams been about? Evelyn says, I was in the room. She said, I was in the room with my mom and my sister. She said, and I was asleep. And it was a boom. And then I woke up. She said, when she woke up, she looked out the window and she could see that the water was coming up on the boat. So she was like, she turned around and her mama and sister was trying to like snatch the fucking door open, trying to get them out. People were banging on their door. The boat is sinking, run, run. But they couldn't get the fucking door open. She said the water just kept getting taller and taller, and it was cold. She said the water felt real cold, and when her mom realized she couldn't get the fucking door open, she grabbed Evelyn and her sister, and she pulled them close, and she just kept telling them, I love y'all, just hold your breath. It'll be over soon, hold your breath, I love y'all. And she was like, all she remembered is holding her breath, and her body was cold, and then it got real, real hot, like it was on fire. And then she couldn't hold her breath no more. And then it started to hurt her chest. And she was like, she just started floating. And then she could see her mama floating. She could see her sister floating. And they was crying, telling these stories. Like, crying. And she was acting out like my mom was trying to, like, and this shit for Lord Chastain, like, are you fucking, like, they serious. Like, these are kids. These are like 6, 7-year-old kids. They don't watch internet, none of that shit. They don't watch the History Channel, all that bullshit. This floored Chastain. She couldn't believe it. Like, are you serious? And they were crying like, I didn't want to die again, mama. I didn't want to get on the boat because I didn't want to die again. And they were serious as fuck, and it scared Chastain. Like, is my children haunted? Like, she didn't know what the fuck to think. So she just sat in the back seat with them while they cried until they cried themselves asleep. After they cried themselves to sleep, she got back in the driver's seat and she continued to drive home. She got home, she put the girls in the bed, put their stuff in the house. The nightmares continued. Every night, the nightmares continued. Chastain didn't know what to do. She was fucking mind boggled. Like, why the shit is going on? Why did it start now? Why won't it stop? She didn't know what the fuck was going on. So she reached out to her friend, just needing somebody to vent to about what the fuck was going on with her kids. So she said to her friend, girl, I think Evelyn and Carolyn may be losing their shit. And her friend's like, what? And she's like, I think my babies may be losing their mind. She's like, why do you say that? And Chastain tells her friend everything that Carolyn and Evelyn told her. And, her friend, first thing come out her friend mouth is, bitch, is your house haunted? Chastain like, hell no, not that I know of. I mean, ain't no creepy shit been going on around the house. Like, no, not that I know of. My house ain't fucking haunted. But that's what I was thinking too. Like, are they haunted? Maybe the house is haunted. And her friend giggles. Maybe it's a past life. And she says it just like that. And Chastain was like, bitch, past lives ain't real. That shit is made up. Like, that shit ain't real. You for real? People don't remember past life. There's no such thing as reincarnation, past life, and all that shit. She like, you die, you go to heaven, you go to hell. That's all that happens. There's no coming back as a fucking child seat bike or bike seat or some shit like that. Like, it's not gonna work like that. She's like, that shit is only made up for movies to make money. And her friend was like, no. I read an article, about this kid that, had a past life. He told his parents he had been killed, and, the parents didn't believe him until one day they went to the place that he claimed he had been killed, and they looked up the information. She was like, girl, that shit is real. Like, your babies might have a past life, you just don't know it. So just saying, like, that's bullshit, whatever. And she get the phone this friend. That same night, they have the nightmares again. It's so bad, they are screaming at the top of their lungs, let me out! Please let me out! So Chastain is at the end of her week. She don't know what the fuck to do. So she decides to Google all the information that they gave her to see what she could possibly come up with. So she put in, like cruise ship tragedies, you know what I'm saying? And tried to see what she can come up from with that, you know what I'm saying? And all this little shit. But she wasn't really coming up with nothing. So the next day she asked Evelyn, and she was like, Evelyn, why couldn't I get us out, out of the door? Why couldn't I get the door open to get us out the room? And Evelyn looks her straight in the face in a very matter-of-fact look and says, you wasn't my mommy. You wasn't my mommy. And she wasn't my sister. I had a different mommy and I had a different sister. Just I'm like, what? Are you serious? And she's like, yeah, you weren't my mommy. She was like, I had a different mommy and a different sister. And we was floating in that water together, just like that. She was like, was it daytime? Was it nighttime? She was like, it was nighttime. She's like, did you hear anything? Like any noise over like a speaker or something? And she was like, no. Okay. So Chastain goes back to Google. She goes on the hunt again. This time she put in all the clues she had. She put in cruise ship tragedies that happened at night with Greek-speaking people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that she could possibly come up with, she put into the thing. And lo and behold, a fucking article pulls up. The sinking of the Royal Pacific cruise ship of 1992. According to this article, hold on, let me make sure because I want to get my facts right. Because I looked it up too and I found the article myself. Okay, so when she looked it up, the article and everything, she found an article that said there was the Royal Pacific cruise ship that sank on August 23rd of 1992. So basically on August 23rd, 1992 at 2 a.m. nighttime, of course, the Royal Pacific cruise ship was hit by a Taiwan trawler. Now that's like it's like a yacht. It's like a small yacht. Now it's the middle of the night. People probably ain't paying no attention, whatever the case may be. But this yacht hits this cruise ship, right? And it puts a big gaping fucking hole in the cruise ship, and the cruise ship immediately starts to sink. Okay, so the article states that people didn't know to evacuate because the only warning was in Greek. That was a calling for safety officers. So basically, it was only one call that was made out. It was made in Greek. It wasn't a warning for everybody. It was just calling for safety officers. So I'm assuming this is where Carolyn seen these men in, cruise uniforms rushing past her. I guess that's what was said over this intercom for the, ship officers to come to the front. Something was going on. The article goes on to say that the PA system was not working all over the ship. There were people banging on cabin doors, yelling to get out, the boat is sinking. Any of these facts starting to sound like anything these girls are saying? The boat was sinking fast, and the lower deck was taking on water, and the engine room flooded within minutes. So I'm assuming that's where Evelyn and her family was. They said they were trying to get everybody off. There wasn't enough time to get everybody off because the boat was sinking so fast. So a man by the name of Mr. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. It's just NG. He's a Taiwan man, so it's just NG, okay? So we just along with Mr. NG, okay? So Mr. NG was one of the people on the boat, one of the security officers on the boat, and he was one of the last ones on the rescue boat, and believed to be the last person on the ship. Now, when he got on the rescue boat, like I said, he thought he was the last person on the ship, the last person to be rescued. Now, as this rescue boat started to pull away from the ship, he realizes it's 40 people on the ship that never got into lifeboats. And this boat is sinking fast. All he hears is the screams and cries of people begging for help, begging for them to turn around and come get them. Some people put on life jackets and jumped into the water, into this cold, dark ass water. Some people put on life jackets and just like, fuck it, and decided to jump. Now, those people that decided to jump into the water with those life jackets were rescued within minutes of hitting the water. Unfortunately, 3 people were dead, 6 were missing. So, after finding this information, Chastain was floored. She couldn't believe this shit. Like, this is everything he was fucking talking about. Like, it blew her mind. Like, she could not believe, all the way down to the fact that the fucking PA system wasn't working. So maybe that's why Evelyn and her family never heard the warning when it went out. And maybe that's why other people on the ship didn't hear the warning when it went out, because the only warning went out was a warning in Greek. So people that speak English didn't even understand what the fuck they were saying, like get the fuck out or run to the nearest lifeboat, right? Okay. So after getting this information, and she sees this information, she goes and, wait for Carol and Emily gets up the next day, and she presents them with the article. She's like, look at this. And she shows them the article. It was a picture of the boat. And instantly, both of them jump at like, no, mommy, that's the boat. That's the boat. Like, instantly, they both pointed at the boat. That's the boat, mommy. I was on that boat. I died on that boat. Just like that. Both of them was freaking the fuck out. Like, that's the boat, mommy. That's the boat that I died on. I died on that boat. We was right here. They was pointing at rooms on the fucking boat. Like, my room was right here. And that, it scared Chastain. It scared her so bad. They started crying like, Mama, where did you get this picture? Like, where's my picture? Is my picture on there? They was looking for pictures of their past selves. Like, are there pictures, Mama? And she said she searched, but she couldn't find no pictures of the people that were missing, on the boat. And for the sake of the families didn't want pictures posted of, the ones that were dead. I don't know, but she couldn't find any pictures. But they were like really looking for pictures of the people that died and went missing and shit, and she couldn't find them, but they swear down that was the boat. They swore down that was the boat. They started crying, and they was just like apologizing. And she's like, you didn't do nothing wrong. And they was like, that's it, Mama, that's the boat. And she was telling them, my friend said that mean, y'all had a past life. And she was like, you gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? You have a life now, and you gotta let that past life go. You need to be here with me now. You know what I'm saying? And both of them they got it out their system. They cried about it, got it out their system and everything. And after that, after she showed them and told them all that stuff, the next night, they had no nightmares. And the next year, she was able to book a cruise that they actually had no problem going on. Walked right up the steps like it was nothing. Ran right through the ship like it belonged to them. Carol and Ellen didn't give a damn. They ate ice cream the whole time. They didn't give a shit. They had no fears of this boat. For some strange reason, they didn't have no fear of this boat when they got on it this time. Chastain thinks because she acknowledged what happened and she showed them, people know what happened to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I guess that was enough for them to let the past life go. I don't know, but Evelyn and Carolyn had no more problems with getting on cruise ships. She take cruises with them every year now. They have been on Disney cruise. They have been on Carnival. They have no problem getting on boats no more. But at first, they had major motherfucking issues getting on boats. So they ain't have no more problems. She ain't had no more problems. And they ain't heard no more about the boat ever since, she showed them the article. They ain't never spoken to the boat or the people on the boat ever again. So that was you guys' story for tonight. I hope you guys liked it because that shit shocked the fuck out of me to even find the information on these kids. But yeah, and they said, according to the article, majority of the missing were children. When I found the article and I read it, they were saying that, out of those 6 that were missing and the 3 that was found dead, they were children. So I'm assuming Evelyn, mom, and her sister. So that was 2 kids, and then whoever else of those 6 that disappeared. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't find. They have been kids in a family. So yeah. Thank you, Tabitha. That was you guys' story for tonight. The Cash Apps Tay Tay is Reese, Chastain, Evelyn, and you. Reese, Chastain, Evelyn, and you. So those were the Cash Apps. Yes. All righty. So I hope you guys love the story for tonight. I thank you so much for spending time. It was a long story. I know it was only one, but I tried to find the longest one that I had, and that was shocking, to say the least. So yeah. Yeah. But thank you guys for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all that you guys do. Thank you. Welcome to our new member. Welcome our new member to the family. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Girl, you said your money was going to BAM. You told me to send your money to BAM, boo-boo. That's what you told me. You told me to send your money to BAM, so that's what I'm doing. Telling me you would go slower. Oh, you so stupid, Chastain. I love you guys, man. I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Have y'all snacks and everything ready so we can have our story time. We should have like 2 stories from the tips that I got. So we should have like 2 stories tonight on then. I love you guys. Stay safe, social distance, and don't snap the sleeves off a bitch unless she earns it. Good night. You did, Keto? Wait a minute. Let me check. Because I ain't got it. Hold on. I don't want to end without giving my moderator your name. And add Keita, moderators. Thank you, Keita. Tell grandbaby I said, hey, Felicia. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Mwah. Good night.